Can I go to CVS? You know,
see, the thing is, you can do that. So I went to this joint on Halloween, and they said you needed to get tested.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they didn't even test nobody. They didn't check anybody's shit, but they said you had to. So I went and bought the self one, but I didn't know that you can't just, like, it don't count. It gotta be a verified joint. So you could get it yourself, but it's not gonna count.
Like, you could swap it yourself and hit it to it?
No, I'm saying, like, you could buy the shit yourself and test it yourself.
You go test it? But
Yeah.
it's not gonna count?
Yeah.
Why? Because you gotta stick it first there.
It's gotta be verified. It's gotta be verified because you could have just did some bullshit and faked it and made it look like you ain't had it.
So what you mean, like?
So they don't trust niggas to do it themselves.
Why they keep doing that?
Fact.
They gonna keep making this
Because they trying to make bread.
Cause more problems. What if we was only supposed to live till we was 30?
Trying to make bread off you.
Bro, why is they trying to make bread? They make bread. They print the bread. So it's not they trying to make money. It's just like a science project. They just like it's entertaining to them. I feel like it's entertaining to see these people go through it. Because it'd be entertaining for me, like, when, you know what I'm saying, white people get ant farms and animals and shit, and they sit there and watch the ants build this shit and be like, damn, that was cool they did that. I just feel like they just put us in a fucked up situation and we get out and just be like, that shit cool, they did that.
They be learning off that. They be learning about people. And then they learn how to control people because they watch, you feel me, how people react to shit.
Who's that, the government?
The government, and then it's like, you feel me? It's the government, but then it's a bunch of rich niggas that know each other who got money to fund science experiments, private science experiments and shit. And they got influence, like the business niggas, like all the Apple, Google, Facebook niggas, they got like mad influence. They control what you see on the internet, the algorithms, all that. That's all the experiment.
Like,
no, I'm not talking about the government.
The government control everything, bro. So it's like, if they don't want you to see it, they're not gonna want you to see it. They're gonna take it down, they're gonna do whatever. So it's like everybody work for the government, everybody in the world, right? Like the Facebook niggas too. It's like shit.
But when you say the government, what do you mean when you say the government? Because there's multiple governments. Every country got its government. You got Russia, you got China government, you got North Korea government.
Yeah,
it's us.
Government. It's like
the world. Yeah, you talking about like the globe, like the world, like the.
Like,
you talking about the niggas at the top.
That's what you just said.
You talking about the niggas at the top. I know what you talking about.
I'm running back to what you said because what you said is a myth. Like it's a government in this country because you can't tell me their name, you can't tell me their race or what they look like or when the new one was elected or when they died. You never know nothing about nothing, no government. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like he say, she say about, you know, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? They see them people linking up, you know what I'm saying? Shit, they looking like puppets. You know what I'm saying? But the government is like, in my eyes...
I think the government are puppets.
Huh?
I think the government are puppets.
How the fuck? Shit, the government, shit, you see the puppets, bro. The puppets is a puppet. Like, what is a puppet? The puppet be seen, bro. Puppet.
I know, you can see the government. You can see the president, you can see the senators, you can see the...
You see the government? What they look like,
what do you mean by government when you say government?
Bro, the same people who, bro. What are you talking about, man? The government. What is the government? Who is the government? They like the Slither Man. They know who the Slither Man is, but who's the government? Like, if I was like, if my alter ego was the government, y'all would just be like, damn, like, enough with the government. And I'd be like, man, I don't know, you come when you want to, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, Slither Man is here. But the government, you're not gonna see new one or elect one. You're not gonna know when one die. You saying like government officials, like everybody link up. Like niggas don't know nothing. Like everybody, we all puppets. Military, Navy. Like what the fuck? Like it's all he say, she say. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, you really believe it's a government for every country and they all link up and talk?
What do you mean? Like all link up?
Saying? You said it's a government for every country.
Yeah, they're puppets, but like it's still like. They play that, you feel me? Like they play that role.
Hold on. How are they puppets? How do you know they human, bro?
But I didn't even say any of that.
When you see the government.
But you saying the government, like there's individual. I've seen like politicians before.
Like the government, like
I ain't never seen like every, like you feel me, like.
But who part of the government? What makes the government? What consists of the government? You saying like.
Yeah, the government officials, which includes politicians, it includes the CIA, it includes the FBI, it includes all them. You feel me?
They all answer to somebody.
They all part of the government.
They all answer to somebody.
But that's what I'm saying. They still the government. That's why I'm saying I know what you're talking about. But what you're saying isn't the government. It's you talking about the secret government. There's the government we see. That's what I'm talking about. You talking about the people who really control.
We talking about like the feds is not like the feds that come and arrest niggas like Rollo, like the feds that came arrest like, oh, the government came like Rollo, the government did.
But I'm saying they part of the government.
They work for the government. They don't even know who they work for. Huh?
Okay, so you saying they don't govern is what you saying?
Huh?
So you saying they don't govern?
They don't govern?
Yeah. Like they don't have any like say so is what you trying to say?
They work. They got that job. Like, it's like shit. They work for that job.
Yeah.
They, like shit. They got a position in the role and they get paid. They know their position. They work for the government. They tell you we work for the government, with the government. The judge. Everybody. The judge don't know he work for. He just like the government. Everybody like the government. What's his last name? The government. What's his first name? The government. What's his middle name? The government. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
I'm like, yo, FILO, where you got that loud from? I'm trying to get something. You like, I got from the government. What's this? Where you at? Shit.
Foreign. Yeah.
Like, that shit too stressful to think about.
Facts.
I thought about all that shit in jail. That's why I'm like.
It's just, the thing is like it's nothing you gonna be able to do about it.
That's why I don't understand why scientists spend their whole life trying to figure out this shit.
Because they want to control everything. They want to be God.
Yeah, but they know they're gonna die though.
That's not. They trying to be immortal.
Einstein was trying to be immortal?
No, I'm not saying every scientist. Cause like you feel me, there's people who trying to learn stuff like you feel me,
To keep people alive.
healthy stuff.
They
like,
they work for the government, man.
yeah, they do.
So what is they doing? They work for the government trying to keep people alive. And it's like, shit, why is the government doing this? Why do they want to keep you alive? Like, why do they run tests on niggas' body trying to figure out shit and doing all this? Like, if the nigga died, he died. Y'all trying to save people like y'all God. Like, everybody got a fate.
Fact.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna, like, this person died, this person called cancer, you try to save him, stretch his life out to make it more miserable. Like, you was God. Like, who told you to do that? It's like I'm a big-ass experiment.
Yeah, like
I know people be wanting to stay alive. Like, you know, from people that be like, yo, why I got this? Why is this happening? But, yeah, like, nothing, like, it's all in your head. Like, I'm not saying, like, cancer and shit is fake, but I'm saying, like, they told you got cancer. You didn't tell you that, you know what I'm saying? They came up with the name, they came up with all this, so it's like, who said that? They said that. You can die because it's your time. If you believe in God, you can be like, yo, God took you.
Either way, you gonna die when it's your time.
Yeah, I don't think
like
God
you can't
like,
avoid it.
Yo, I took you because of cancer. You be like, yo, I needed you. Like,
It was time. Yeah.
like, yo, it was your time.
No matter how you go out, that was your time. Like.
Yeah, that was your time. So, shit. Shit,